What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to more Dead by Daylight. And on today's video, we are going to go over the post-PTB changes that Behavior have announced on social media. So here's what to expect once the new chapter does drop. So let's go ahead and get started. So here we are, guys, the 6.4.0 post-PTB changes. Behavior had this to say: the public PTB has come and gone, and you've left us with plenty of feedback to review. The team has been hard at work in addressing your suggestions and concerns, and we have a handful of changes in store for the chapter's release next week. Looks like Behavior started off with adjustments to the night. Guards have a few mechanics in place to ensure that they work smoothly. For instance, the guards will phase through obstacles to reach the location where they spotted a survivor. This prevents situations where the guards might spot a survivor on the other side of a fence, for example, and waste the majority of their time running around it. From a survivor's perspective, there are also measures in place to prevent a guard from instantly appearing next to you and attacking before you have a chance to react. While a guard is on their own, they can push you away from objectives, and they aren't intended to reliably hit survivors without the killer working with them in tandem. During the PTB, we found the timing on some of these mechanics to be longer than necessary, making guards difficult to use in a chase or granting the survivors too much of a head start. With that said, we have made the following changes for the chapter's release. Number 1, guards will now appear after 1.5 seconds, down from 2 seconds, so that's only a 0.5 second difference. Number 2, the time it takes for a guard to travel to the location the survivor was detected has been reduced to 2.5 seconds, down from 3 seconds. So once again, another 0.5 second difference. And number 3, a guard's detection radius will now grow to full size after 1 second, down from 1.5 seconds. And once again, another 0.5 second difference. So when it comes to these first 3 changes, guys, even though it's only a 0.5 second difference when it comes to the appearance, when it comes to the travel location, or when it comes to the detection, a buff is a buff. It's still gonna help out the night a lot more. They continue to say, though they might sound subtle, these tweaks combined will make the guards feel much more responsive without making them unfair to play against. Guards will now activate sooner and detect survivors more consistently. Next, when a guard begins their chase, they leave behind a banner which the survivor can pick up to make the guard disappear. The banner takes a few seconds to activate, so the survivor can immediately pick it up. During the PTB, we found the timing to be a little too short, making it possible to pick up the banner after running around a small loop once or twice. For the release, we are increasing the time it takes for the banner to become active. Number 1, the Carnifex's banner now activates after 10 seconds, up from 8 seconds. And the Jailer and the Assassin's banner now activates after 5 seconds, up from 2 seconds. So big difference when it comes to the Jailer and Assassins. That's a total of 3 second difference. And when it comes to the Carnifex, it is only a 2 second difference. They continued with, on the subject of chases, the Knight has also gained the ability to preemptively cancel the guard's patrol by using his basic attack on them. This will cause the cooldown to begin immediately rather than waiting for the patrol to expire. Lastly, we made some adjustments to various add-ons. Here's a list of changes you can expect when the update does drop. Number 1, Map of the Realm now increases the guard's vision by 4 meters, down from 6. Number 2, Flint and Steel effects now only apply to unbroken dropped pallets. Number 3, Healing Poultice effects now apply to survivors within a 24-meter radius, was outside a 32-meter radius. And number 4, Knight's Contract increased range to 12 meters, up from 8 meters. We hope the adjustments above will make the Knight's debut as smooth as possible, but we'll continue to monitor his performance over time once the chapter does release. And moving on to the next subject, looks like they also made some changes to the perk Hex Face the Darkness. After reviewing feedback from the PTB, we found that Hex Face the Darkness was a little confusing and difficult to get use out of. To make its effects more clear and more consistent, we have given the perk a small rework in time for the release. First, affected survivors will now scream every 25 seconds. This makes the perk more consistent than the previously random intervals of 20 to 40 seconds. Second, survivors will no longer see the aura of the cursed survivor, making it harder to deactivate the perk. Third, we simplified the perk's description to make it clearer. The line specifying that the perk is disabled permanently if the hex totem is cleansed has been removed, since this is standard for any hex perk. and we'll keep an eye on the performance of this and the other new perks once the update does release. And it looks like there's only 2 more topics to talk about, guys, so let's go ahead and move on to this. The Shattered Square. During the PTB, one of the most common pieces of feedback we received was regarding the fog color of the map. The Shattered Square, being a bright red, it could be difficult to track scratch marks and pools of blood through the fog, especially for some of our colorblind players. For the live release, we have toned down the red fog to address these concerns. Additionally, we have adjusted the palettes and hook textures on this map to improve their visibility. And last but not least, we are going to be talking about flashlights. So Behavior had this to say: we recently announced a buffer system for flashlights which would cue a stun for a short time during the killer's pickup animation. This change is intended to make flashlights less picky while still requiring some knowledge of how to use them, and to compensate for the inability to adjust your timing with the recently added cooldown. Unfortunately, this buffer stopped working correctly just before the PTB went live, causing blinds at any point in the pickup animation to stun the killer. This was not intended, and we have fixed the issue for the release. Only blinds that take place during the buffer will cue their stun. I'm sure a lot of you guys that play Dead by Daylight and like to take part of the PTBs have experienced this, because whenever this was going on, I saw it all over social media. I saw flashlights just be completely just broken while the PTB was active. But anyway, let's continue. They said, in the meantime, we've carried out additional tests internally to refine the timing. Since the buffer takes place on the server, not the survivor's client, latency can make the buffer feel much shorter than intended. Therefore, we have increased the buffer to 0.4 seconds, up from 0.25 seconds. This will account for latency and make it feel much closer to the original intended length. We'll be keeping an extra close eye on this mechanic once it does go live. The goal is not to make flashlight saves significantly more common, but rather to make the timing a little more forgiving. All of the changes mentioned in this post will be ready for the chapter's release next Tuesday, November 22nd. As always, we'll continue to keep an eye on the new content and review things down to the line to see if any further adjustments are needed. Until next time, the Dead by Daylight team. So there it is, boys and girls. There are a lot of changes that are going to be going on once the chapter does release. When it comes to the new killer's power, when it comes to the perks, when it comes to the map, and when it comes to flashlights, a lot of stuff is happening in the game. But that's pretty much going to do for me, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Let me know down in the comments what you think about all these post-PTB changes that are going to be happening on release. Let me know if you like them. Let me know if you hate them. Let me know if you would go in a different direction when it comes to a specific change on here that they did announce. Let me know down in the comments. But that's going to do it for me. Thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Definitely does help a lot. Follow me on Twitch. If you want to see any DVD action live, I usually stream Dead by Daylight every single night to come out. Well, have some fun. I'll see you guys next video. Make it right. Later.